Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.
Hello, I'm Paul Panoski, the Parks and Recreation Director for the City of Faribault. And we have a number of different things going on this next month here, and I thought I'd just kind of go through a list of what's going on with the Parks and Rec Department and then talk about a couple of other events that are happening throughout the community. One of the first events we've got coming up is going to be on August 11th. That at 7 p.m. is our pet parade. That starts up 9th Street and 2nd Avenue and goes all the way down to Central Park. And once you get to Central Park, we encourage you to stay for the activities and the concert and have a lot of fun in the park after the pet parade there, so just spend the whole evening down there. The Aquatic Center is still open and will remain open through August 21st. Hours do change beginning August 15th, but we encourage you to come out and use the facility as much as possible. Out there also on August 5th and 12th, we are having a movie. So we'll have our outdoor free movie, and you'll be able to get into the pool for free prior to the movie there, and then stay and watch a movie in the park. Concerts in the Park series continues down at Central Park as well too. That's on Thursday nights through August 25th. On August 4th, Top Shelf is playing. August 11th, Kids Dance is there, and that's the pet parade. August 18th is Little Chicago, and August 25th is Del Mar Yair, who will be at Central Park performing there as well too. That was a huge hit last year for the department. Our Fall Buckham Bulletin is going to be coming out in the middle of August here. So be looking for that. That'll be loaded up with youth activities for football, volleyball, and other activities. It'll talk about the ice arena, enrichment classes, a whole number of different programs and activities that the Park and Rec does, as well as some of the other organizations around the community. A few events happening in Faribault this next month. August 2nd is the Night to Unite, so if you don't have a local neighborhood party to go to, please come on down to the Buckham Center, and we'll have a number of different activities and music and food and activities for the kids just to keep things going. On August 11th, as I mentioned, is the Pet Parade. August 13th and 14th down at Teepee Tonka Park is going to be the Blue Collar Festival, so encourage you to come down and enjoy that. August 13th is also the Ride for Hospice. That's a motorcycle ride that goes through town here. August 19th is another Central Avenue car cruise. And then the three big weekends coming up, two in August and one in September, the 19th, 20th, and 21st of August, the 26th, 27th, and 28th of August, and September 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is going to be the state tournament down at Bell Field, and we encourage you to come down, watch some good quality baseball, and just enjoy yourself and have fun.
Hi everyone, it's Molly with Riverbend Nature Center, and we have some awesome programs coming up in August. On August 26th is our big Riverbend Ramble event, and that is at the Inn at Shattuck, and it starts at 5:30. We have dinner and a live auction. We also will have an online auction available to everyone, and we also have raffle tickets available with 5 different prizes, including cash, an unlocked iPhone 13, as well as beer and wine as usual. You have to be 21 and up to purchase those tickets. You can purchase them here at Riverbend and also online at rbnc.org/ramble. We hope to see you there. We also want to thank our Ramble sponsors for making this event possible. The Petra Foundation, Jason Rare of Ameriprise Financial, Bolt Funeral Home, Dr. Karen and Simon Zeller, Shattuck St. Mary's, First United Bank, Dr. Richard and Nancy Houston, Edward Jones, Faribault Foods, Harry Brown's Family Automotive, Metcon, Bill and Wendy Wustenberg family, Marvin and Sarah Schrader, and State Bank of Faribault. So thank you to all of those sponsors for helping out with this event. In August is National Archery Month, so we have some really fun archery programs available. We have programs for 8 to 15-year-olds. They're 2 classes each on Tuesdays and from 10 to 11 a.m. And then we have programs for 16 and up, and those are on Thursdays from 10 to 11 a.m. Check out those programs online at rbnc.org/upcoming-programs. We also have Adult Night Out Splatter Paint Archery on Thursday, August 4th from 6 to 7 p.m. So come on out, try your hand at archery, and make a piece of art. There's also family archery happening on Friday, on August 16th. And that is for families with children 8 and up. We also have Little Sprouts programs coming back. On Tuesday, August 2nd, it's What's in the Water, so come explore everything about our ponds and rivers here at Riverbend. And then on August 9th, it's all about beautiful birds. So come learn about the different colors and shapes that birds can have. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys out at Riverbend soon. It's always free to come walk the trails. Our building is open on Fridays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the first and third Saturdays of the month from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hope to see you out here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Corey Miller with Ritchie Eye Clinic and LASIK Center, and today I want to talk to you about eye injections. I know that sounds scary to a lot of people, but it's something that after people have it done, tell me it ended up much better than what they ever expected. Now I know nobody ever wants to be told that they need an injection of anything into their eye, because that sounds scary. I personally wouldn't want that either. But I want to talk today about what that process is like, what sort of things we do injections for, and to make it a little bit less scary. So if that ever happens to you, or if you've been told you need injections, that it becomes a little bit less scary, and you know that we here at Ritchie Eye Clinic will take great care of you and help you and walk you through that process. So oftentimes we have to do injections into people's eyes to help them with numerous things. Some of the most common things we do eye injections for are diabetes. So people with diabetes develop these bad blood vessels that can lead to bleeding, lead to swelling, lead to their vision loss. And so what the injections do is try to decrease some of those bad blood vessels and get rid of some of that swelling, and overall help improve people's vision. The other common thing that we do injections for is macular degeneration, and more specifically wet macular degeneration. And wet just really means that there's fluid, so it could be blood or other type of fluid that develops because again those injections try to help with that swelling, get rid of the fluid. These injections are called intravitrile injections. So the injection, if you look at this kind of prop here, here's that front of the eye and the white part of the eye. The injection goes to the white part of the eye and into this back space that we call the vitreous. And the injections typically are a medication called VEGF, or vascular endothelial growth factor. And that's one of the things the eye produces in some of these states like diabetes or in macular degeneration that gives a signal to the eye to produce more blood vessels, and those blood vessels aren't very good quality. So they can break, they can leak, and they can lead to a lot of the complications that we see. So a lot of the medications target that substance to try and get rid of it so the eye doesn't have that signal, and so the fluid can resolve and the vision can improve. So if you've been told that you need to have an eye injection, here at Ritchie Eye Clinic, I'll walk you through what it's like. So the first part is we make sure that your eye gets nice and numb, so you really don't feel much of the injection. We use this solution on the eye called betadine, which helps disinfect the eye. The biggest risk with an injection are infections, or you can potentially have retinal detachments. Those are all very rare. And so we do everything we possibly can by having safe, proper technique and sterilizing the eye so that those risks are extremely low. So after we've kind of disinfected the eye and given it a bunch of numbing drops, we also do an injection of the lidocaine, or a numbing substance that goes underneath the white part of the eye, right where we're going to do the injection. That part, some people feel a little bit of discomfort, but most of the time people don't even feel that. And so after that, the eye's numb, and when we do the actual injection, going in again towards that white part of the eye, people don't even feel it. And oftentimes people tell me, they say, was that it? Or am I done? And I love to hear that, because that means they didn't really feel much and they weren't all aware of what was happening. So that's most of the time what people experience, and then they end up saying, well, that was a lot easier than I thought. And most of the time it is. There are different ways that we can numb the eye, and for some people we do it slightly different than that approach. But the one I described is kind of our standard approach here at Ritchie Eye Clinic. Now, oftentimes people say, well, what do I expect afterwards? So initially, people will see something floating in their vision, and that's that medicine or a little small air bubble. That goes away over time, over the next few days. What people notice at home is usually that first day there's some discomfort, kind of like something's in the eye or kind of scratchy feeling. There might be a little red kind of blood spot where the injection was, or sometimes there's a broken blood vessel and so the eye looks a little bit more red, but that's not all that alarming. That goes away with time, just like any bruise would on your skin. The vision that first day is usually a little bit blurry, but after that the vision goes back to normal and the medicine starts to work. So over the next few weeks, the vision can start to clear up. And usually these injections are something that people have to do typically a month apart for a little while, a series of injections, a few every few months, and then they can be spaced out further from there. But I hope by talking through kind of what an injection is like, that if you ever get faced with that situation where you're told you need eye injections, that's a little less scary for you, a little less daunting. But again, just know here at Ritchie Eye Clinic that we're going to take great care of you and walk you through that entire process. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Chad from Hy-Vee Pharmacy here in Faribault. I just want to put out there that it's getting to be flu shot season in the next couple months, and we'll be having some drive-through flu shot clinics that will be advertising the times and dates of those, as well as the signing up online as soon as we get the vaccine in. So if you have any questions about that, always feel free to contact us. And then we also still are offering the COVID tests that we can run through your insurance for no cost with most insurances if you're in need of those as well. So we'd love to see you stop by at Hy-Vee Pharmacy here in Faribault. Thank you.
Hello Faribault, Nort Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce. Quick little update from the Heritage Days Festival. I was reminded from this fantastic vintage 1986 Heritage Days Cup. The Chamber of Commerce was blessed to help the city of Faribault host the contingency from Würzburg, Germany, that came over, enjoyed the festivities. As you know, we have a relationship going back to the end of World War II with the city of Würzburg, where the community of Faribault reached out and helped the youth there as they were recovering from the war-torn area that they lived. And made me pretty proud to be a member of Faribault, being able to get involved with that piece of history and the wonderful folks who came to visit. So, little update on that. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about a project that the Chamber of Commerce helped organize. And the lay of the land on this is that the Chamber of Commerce has a management agreement with the Faribault Industrial Corporation. And that organization with the Chamber of Commerce did a strategic planning session last September. And a big part of that strategic planning session had everything to do with meaningful projects that they could help invest in to help move Faribault forward toward our vision of 2040. And the conversations cascaded into more conversations with Brett Reese and Rivacity, Community Investment Fund organization out of Northfield. And a very long story short, a partnership was formed, and both of them are part of an organization that now owns 13 buildings in the historic district in Faribault. These are a group of buildings that had been acquired by mostly one owner. Quite a feat to be able to put that kind of a package of buildings together. It made it very agile for this group to acquire them and now move them into different phases of improvement. Some may be sold and spun off to entities or individuals that are willing to fix those up to our standards, bring the housing up to a high standard in those buildings, and prep the retail space for some of the meaningful experiential retail that we're hoping to recruit into the downtown. A couple of important notes. The Chamber of Commerce does not invest in this fund. Chamber staff are not investing in this real estate fund. The Chamber role has been to help organize the thoughts and strategies for the Industrial Corporation, weave them into the Chamber of Commerce and the City of Faribault's strategic plans, and find the best fit in order to help move Faribault forward. Super proud of that effort, super excited about what I anticipate is going to happen over the next 3 years with those buildings, then even more enthused about the 7 to 10 year outlook for those properties. Quite a bit of excitement around that project. Big thanks especially to Dr. Mike Ritchie and to Brett Reese and his team from Rivacity and the entire Faribault Industrial Corporation Board of Directors, as well as the Chamber Board of Directors. It takes a little bit more than a village, I guess, on some items. It's a village and those with the wherewithal, both intellectually and financially, to help make these things happen. So we're blessed that we were able to help bring that group together. Lastly, just some updates on events. The Blue Collar Music Festival will be at Teepee Tonka Park this year. The small committee that works, volunteer committee that works pretty hard on this project, understood that we needed to have a little bit more real estate than we could fit in the downtown district to be able to have as many people as we need to attend in order to have the event do well. So we're supersizing it a little bit with some real estate down at Teepee Tonka Park. There will be, of course, the beer gardens. There will be a vendor fair, food trucks, and again, lots of great music. We're looking forward to that. I do want to dispel a rumor. So there has been a rumor on social media that for some reason downtown residents were complaining about the festival being in the downtown, and that's why it moved. Absolutely untrue. There will be a car cruise integrated into the Friday night, August 12th part of the Blue Collar Festival. Saturday is going to be a gas music, starts middle of the day, it goes up to 11 o'clock at night. And there will be a bus service running from Teepee Tonka Park throughout the downtown, out to Basher's and to Carboni's, back through the downtown and down to Tipitanka. So we're doing our best to get the whole town involved. Our idea is that this festival will grow to have multiple locations in the community over the next few years, just a real town festival. So wish us luck. Taste of Faribault coming up in September. Other car cruise events coming up. Go check the Chamber calendar. Troy will put that up on the screen. And as always, call the Chamber of Commerce if you have any questions. Thanks.
Hey everyone, it's me, Miss Denny, your favorite children's librarian. I'm here to tell you about everything happening at your library in August. I can't believe it's already August. The summer just flew by, didn't it? Oh my goodness. Well, you still have time to finish the Summer Reading Challenge. The Summer Reading Challenge kicked off back on June 1st, but it doesn't end until August 27. So if you're working on it still, or you haven't even signed up yet, don't delay. Stop in the library today and get your reading and activity log, or print one on our website or our Facebook page. And when you're done, bring it to the library on or before August 27, and you'll get to choose 4 books to keep forever, and you'll get your name printed in the Faribault Daily News. So stop in and do that. We had a wonderful summer. Thanks so much to the Friends of Buckham Memorial Library for sponsoring all of our summer programming and our reading incentives as well. Coming up on August 2nd, that's a Tuesday night, we have the Night to Unite celebration at Buckham Center. Everything kicks off at 5 p.m. There will be live music. There will be canine demonstrations. There will be a bounce house, hula hoops, free food, public safety vehicles, sidewalk art, freezies. I heard the Rad Zoo is coming. There's going to be so much, and even more than what I've said. So make sure you stop in to Buckham Center. That is the parking lot of all 3 of our buildings here. That is the Senior Center, the Community Center, and the library. You'll see awesome events going on all night long between 5 and 7 for Night to Unite on Tuesday, August 2nd. I'd love to have you join me for story time in August. We have a variety of formats of story time right now. There are the Tuesday night bedtime stories, which take place at 7 o'clock on our Facebook and our YouTube page. So you just log in and watch those. In fact, you can go back and watch the previous videos, find them on the playlist for 5-minute bedtime stories. There's also an option to join on Zoom on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you need the link for that, just let me know and I would love to get it to you. And then you can also join us in person in the library on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Now, these formats will continue for story time through August 11, and then we will be on a short break until September. So I hope to see you at one or all of those different formats of story time. Keep your eye on the library's website and Facebook page for more details and the current schedule. On Thursday, August 4, our stock investment enthusiast, Bob Irby, will be doing a presentation about the Value Line Investment Survey and how to use it. So Bob has used this for researching stocks, and it is an individual online subscription service for investors. Bob will be explaining the print version in detail with examples and time for questions. So join us Thursday, August 4 at 6 o'clock in the library's Great Hall if you'd like to learn more about Value Line. The Teen Advisory Board, or TAB, will have its August meeting on Monday, August 8th at 4:30. If you are a youth in grades 6 through 12 and you're interested in becoming a member of TAB, you just need to let me know and I'll get you an application and explain all the details. Our Master Gardener, Lisa, is hosting another Gardeners Gathering. She had one back in July. She's going to do another one in August on Thursday, the 11th at 3 o'clock. So just meet Lisa outside the Friends Organic Learning Garden. You can see it there in the picture, and she'll be available to chat with you and answer any gardening questions you have. Alan, our intrepid ukebrarian, leads a local ukulele club called Fun. That's the Faribault Ukulele Network. On the 2nd and 4th Thursday of the month, you have to be 16 or older. have your own ukulele, tuner, and music stand. And you should know how to tune, hold, and strum a ukulele and play at least 5 chords to feel comfortable playing with this group. If you'd like to join, get a hold of Alan here at the library and she'll get you all set up. If you've never played a ukulele before or you have a tiny bit of experience and would like to learn more, you can also contact Alan for one-on-one sessions called Uke Can Make Music, and she'll set up an appointment with you and get you going and share all the resources so that you can start learning how to play the ukulele. The library also has state park passes. We got them back in June. They're available for checkout here at the library. First come, first serve, and they're valid for 7 days, and then they will expire. No need to return the pass. It just expires and you can recycle it. So stop in the library and see if there's a pass available, and you can enjoy one of Minnesota's amazing state parks for free. The library also has many, many adventure kits for you to check out. That's right, the library is not just about books, although books are pretty groovy. We have adventure kits as well, including things like bird watching, knitting, a button maker, there's frisbee golf, there's a magic kit, there's a yo-yo kit, juggling kit, so many more, and the new things are being added all the time. So stop in the library. Again, these kits are also first come, first serve. They cannot be reserved or requested. Just stop in and hope you get lucky that one of them is available. We have lots to choose from. Our book clubs, Books and Brownies and Pizza and Pages for youth, will be resuming in September. So stay tuned. Next month, I'll have all the details for that. You can also watch us on, watch for the info on our Facebook or our website. And to prepare, all you have to do is be ready to talk about what you read over the summer. So that's what we'll be talking about for the September meeting. And don't forget, of course, your library is fine free. All Faribault library materials, if are returned late, no worries, no fines will accrue. More information about that is available on our website. Friends, if you have any questions about anything I've said here today or anything else that's happening here at your library, please come and talk to us. You can stop in. We're open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. closed on Sundays. You can also visit our website, our Facebook page. We have an Instagram. You can give us a call on the phone or even send us an email. Take good care, friends, and enjoy the rest of the summer. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Rice County Historical Society. My name is Sue Garwood and I'm the Executive Director, and we're standing in the Rice County Historical Society Museum in front of our Tilt-A-Whirl display, in part to give you a little bit of background on one of our very newest and really fun addition to the collection. A little bit of background. The Selner Manufacturing Company are the ones who have manufactured the Tilt-A-Whirl. In fact, they were the exclusive manufacturers, doing it completely in-house until 2011 when they were bought by another company. Yet, here in Faribault, they still work on the fiberglass portions of making today's Tilt-A-Whirls and the berry rides and other things that are all manufactured by the Selner family. But they didn't start out in the Tilt-A-Whirl world. They actually were woodworkers. Herb Selner is the inventor, and before he was working on amusement rides, he actually ran the Ideal Lamp Company. That's the reason for this lamp on top of the display. This is actually one of the pieces that he made. We actually have two of them. There's this one and then there's another just around the corner. That's where he began professionally, is running the Ideal Lamp Company. That was, however, in operation during World War I. And As you can imagine, or perhaps you haven't thought about it, but during World War I there was serious issues with getting materials and supplies and how people were spending their money. By the end of the war, Herb closed the Ideal Lamp Company, selling it to Peterson Art Furniture. But he still took those tools and skills and shifted into smaller toys. His very first one, and the one that perhaps was the most popular of his toys, was something called the Joy-Mobile, which was a ride that children could enjoy. There's a photograph in the display of Herb's son in front of one of the Joy-Mobiles. From there, he moved on to really water-based amusement rides. This would have been in the early 1920s. With all of the lakes around Faribault, the idea of after World War II, the economy was booming, and you may have heard of the phrase, the Roaring '20s. With that came the resort concept, and the resort where you would go someplace and spend time at a cabin. Teeny tiny cabins oftentimes, but on the lakes with a lot of people wanting to do fun things. About that same time is about when water skiing, by the way, was invented. Not here in Faribault, but still. What Herb did was he invented things such as the Selner water ride, the Selner water wheel, and the Selner water slide. In fact, although we can't prove it, we are continuing to try to find whether the Selner water slide was in fact the very first flume-like ride. They obviously didn't call it that, but the idea where you ride a cart into the water, there weren't very many of those before this time. From there, he shifted from these two water rides to rides on the ground, not involving water, and there was everything from the zipper to eventually the tilt-a-whirl. In 1926, the tilt-a-whirl was first introduced in 1926 in Woodbury, Minnesota, and then the next summer here in Faribault at the Rice County Fair. It's had some evolution over time. The bonnet portion of the tilt-a-whirl has changed. In fact, the very first cars, you can see here there's a little one, the very first car, there wasn't a bonnet at all. And then the next evolution was a bonnet that was mesh. And again, you can see that here on exhibit. And today, and after the mesh bonnet, and still today, they now have a solid bonnet or hood that goes over the car. Lots of reasons behind that, but what's most fun, because here we're history, is that you can see that evolution a little bit here in our exhibit. Today there are a couple of tilt-a-whirl cars downtown. There is one in front of Burkhartsmeyer. That's the first one that was built, and that's there during the summer. People can go and enjoy that. There's a little plaque there about the history of the Selner manufacturing business as well. The second one is up by the State Bank of Faribault, and again, that's someplace where people can sit and take a selfie and all that kind of thing. So here it is. This is the third tilt-a-whirl car that is stationary. There's lots of tilt-a-whirl cars when the carnival comes to town, but this is the one that was recently donated to the Rice County Historical Society. It's in beautiful shape. This came to us from Kingman, Kansas. The Kingman, Kansas County Carnival. They apparently in that neck of the woods, they have a lot of their counties had small amusement parks or amusement rides that would run all summer long, and this they changed the law and aren't able to do small the insurance piece is their issue. So at any rate, this particular amusement park was selling their rides and selling them kind of one piece at a time. Local realtor Daryl Bauer found a car, actually 3 cars available for sale, and he wanted one for his place, his home, and shared it with our board president, Brian Schmidt, and Brian said, oh, we've always wanted one, and what's the cost, and how do we get that done? And they chatted, because of course we at the Rice County Historical Society, we do not purchase artifacts or donate pieces of our collection at all. But Daryl thought about it, and he said, you know what? I can pick up two. So he went, when he arranged to have his car picked up and this one for ourselves. And it is a new edition, just arrived to us in July. And and we've done absolutely nothing to it so far. You know, there's no paint adjustments, there's nothing like that. It does work. People are certainly encouraged to come and take a look at it, to sit in it, and so on. I should also pause to say it's going to be gone for just a little bit. So if you come and it's not here, don't worry, it will be coming back. What's going on is that we're actually going to be getting a whole new parking lot, and they are redoing the cement, and that's going to all happen in early August. But it will, as soon as that's done, which shouldn't take very long, and the cement is cured, the tilt-a-whirl car will come back, and it'll be here for people to enjoy. So really want to thank Daryl for this donation, and for the Sellner family for the donation of the exhibit items on the inside, and for all of the volunteers who make everything possible here at the Rice County Historical Society. It is also made possible because of members, and it's all for people like you to come on in and take a look at pieces of Rice County history that's unique. Everything that we have in our collection, everything that's on display, is exclusively made for, used in, or found in Rice County. We are here at the Rice County Fairgrounds on the east side at 1814 Northwest 2nd Avenue. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4. During the summer months, we're also here on Saturday from 10 to 2. You can find us on the web at www.rchistory.org or give us a call.
First United Bank and the Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.